Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best defensive class setup for the M13 assault rifle. Keep in mind, guys, this is specifically built for players that play defensive or quote-unquote camp in multiplayer. This is not built for Warzone. I'm not going to say it's not going to be good in Warzone. However, if you do decide to use this in a Warzone game, please remember that this is not what I made it for. It's for multiplayer, but nonetheless, a really good M13 class setup that hopefully a lot of you will be able to do pretty well with. So if you guys take a look at the stats that are going to come with this specific class setup, you guys will see that we get a massive boost to accuracy and range. We also get a really nice boost to mobility and control. Obviously, with this defensive class setup, I wanted the main focus to be that accuracy, range, and control. However, I snuck some mobility in there and gave us some decent aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed, just in case we still do run into those situations with a close to medium range gunfight. So overall, hopefully you guys are able to do well with this thing. So let's jump right into the attachments. So if you guys take a look at the attachments that we're going to be using with this class setup, we're not going to be running a muzzle. The barrel that we're running is the Tempest Marksman. With this, we're getting damage range as well as bullet velocity and recoil control, really giving us that massive boost to accuracy, range, and control. We end up losing a little bit of aim down sight speed as well as movement speed here, but we're going to make up for that with a few of the other attachments. So again, the Tempest Marksman barrel. We're not going to be using a laser, completely unnecessary for a defensive class setup with the M13. The optic that we're using is the Cronin LP945 mini reflex. Now, honestly, this is personal preference. I always enjoy running the mini reflexes on pretty much every gun in this game. If there's a specific reflex that you like running, I would recommend it if you think that you're better with it. However, some of these scopes I think are so dumb, like the Scout Combat optic or something that massive. There's no reason to have that on. So I would recommend sticking to the mini reflexes, but if you guys have a different optic that you feel more comfortable with, I would recommend going with that first. But the GI mini or the Cronin LP945 mini reflex is what we're rocking with on this setup. The stock that we're using is the M13 skeleton stock. So there's really not that big of a difference between the skeleton stock and the FSS close quarter stock. With the skeleton stock, not only are we getting that aim down sight speed as a pro, but we're also getting aim walking movement speed, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know is pretty important. There's a giant difference in the boost into mobility here. So obviously going to make a huge difference, and the M13 skeleton stock is just a really good way to go. The underbarrel that we're using is the Commando foregrip, so this is really going to give us a nice boost to accuracy, range, and control, giving us recoil stabilization as well as aiming stability as our pros. Again, we lose a little bit of movement speed here, but we're going to make up for that with the last attachment. So again, the Commando foregrip. We're not running any extra ammunition, not really necessary with this M13. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is stippled grip tape. This is going to give us more aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed, giving us one last boost to mobility. And it's always a great attachment to have on pretty much any weapon in this game. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific class setup. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific defensive M13 class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.